Alright, it's another cold morning. I haven't plugged my truck in. It's about the same temperature. It's about 30 degrees. It's warmed up a tiny bit. But everything's pretty frosty. I think there's even frozenness going on the ground out here, so that'll be fun. I think I'm gonna go wheeling today. Today is my last day off before I have to go to work, so I want to go play. I'm tired of sitting around. I've been sitting around all week. I'm gonna do a quick check. First, we gotta get this thing started up. So you're in for a smoke show, but we're gonna go dieseling around. Yeah, that's all it needed. It was just to crank a little bit faster. Alright, so the truck's somewhat thawed out. I've been sitting in the sun for a little bit, so it's melted a lot of the stuff up. I've still got the back window over there that's thawing out, but once my exhaust will heat the area back there and it'll defrost the windows. So I've got, that says half, but that's actually, I still got almost a full tank. I think I've only used about 8 or 9 gallons. Anyway, she's warmed up now. She's not shaking like a chihuahua anymore. So we should be good to go. Let's go have some fun. Hopefully we don't break anything or get stuck or get lost. So back over that way, Brown's camp is closed. That's okay. I think this way, and real quick, I spoke about this a video ago, a couple videos. Hopefully this thing will start back up on me. A couple videos ago, I mentioned there was a trail I was trying to find. I'm trying to find that today, and all it was is it went out to an open area where it was just a big, like, cul-de-sac like thing, but it was just, you could just see everything. I'm trying to find it, and I think this is the way I was going to get to it. So up this way and somewhere else, one of the trails goes up far and beyond, and then I get to where I want. So they're redoing all this. They didn't say this road was closed, but the camp is closed. So I'm just gonna avoid that, but I'm gonna go up this way and see what else is going on, see if stuff's closed or whatnot. So right now I'm gonna air my tires down to about 30 PSI to soften up the ride a little bit. I got them at 50 PSI right now, which is a little rough on these rocks, and I wanna soften up the tires so I'm not gonna pop anything. I think 35 PSI is good. I'll lower them down a tiny bit, but not too much. And I can run them the highway with that tire pressure. I'll just pump it up when I get home. This is how I air down. So we're at 45 now. We were at 50. The only bothersome part about doing what I just did is that that could have just been a bottomless pit. Okay, we're off the beaten path. I think I might be getting close to finding that little trail that I went down. Glad I got these tires. I probably would have popped the old ones I had. This is not trail I can pick up on. I don't know what that noise was, but I didn't break nothing. Okay, tubes, I think I might have found the area that I was speaking of. I'm going to be up to the left. And then it'll be to the right. Now, the last time I was in the Explorer, there was a tree that fell down and it was cut down just wide enough for a Jeep to get through, which was just barely enough for my Explorer to get through. With the mirrors folded out, so I barely got through. I think this is it. This is close. If not, I'll go down that other one to the right. Try again. But this is great. I mean, I can see everything. Oh, yes. Some of these logs, I think you can actually, if you have a wood cutting permit, you can actually cut up and take some of the stuff here, but I'm not sure about the stuff off to the left. I don't know if it's just scraps for people that can come take it if they have the permit or what. Well, I can see Mount St. Helens and, what is that, Mount Rainier? Definitely in a clear-cut spot. Don't roll down. Got her in second gear here. I wonder what. Now we're getting up a little bit too high for my liking. I mean, too low. Kind of want to get a picture of all the mountains over there. But if I had a wood cutting permit and a chainsaw and a helper, I'd definitely be taking some wood home, because I'd actually probably load my truck up. is. Yeah, this is still connected. I'm kind of hoping that this trail here goes out to like a road or something, and it ends here. Well, I'm gonna take a break. I actually have cell phone coverage out here, which is good. If I go up, just up this road and out of the trees, I can get enough coverage to actually post stuff to Facebook. Tree branch there. I really don't need any gear. I'm gonna put it in gear actually because it's, I don't have to use the brakes as much. Yeah, I've never gone this far out here before. This isn't any particular trail. Anything, it looks like it's just going to be a campsite. I parked on a log. Now, when I put this limited slip differential in here, I said I was going to test it out. We know it pretty much works for the most part. Let's see if I can run that log over. It might just move it forward, who knows. Let's see if it'll run it over. No problem. And I rolled it back down the hill. I love that limited slip. Well, this has been quite exciting, really. I think I'm gonna start heading out to the main trail. Just make sure I had shit on my arms. I still have the same amount of fuel as I did when I left. It's still at the half tank mark. In fact, actually, when I got out of my driveway, it went up to a higher level. I hope nobody comes down this way. Otherwise, they're backing right up. I figured we head home. Gotta scrape that branch. Oh well. Shit. I've done my exploring and we got to test our LSD again. And it works great. It's a Summit Racing track block. I think maybe I was in for, with the bearing kit and whatnot, I think I was in for maybe, I was just under $400, and that bearing kit also covered when I put my 3-to-1 ring and pinion in. I'm going back that way. Yeah, I remember hitting this pothole, and then we're gonna go back up, around, bump. I hit one bump pretty good. I heard my coil spring go brink. So anyways, yeah, it was just under $400. I think it was like $386 to be exact at the time that I bought all that stuff to make this thing highway worthy, and then also have a little bit more traction. And for just farting around out here, if I came out here and wanted to do some wood cutting, I think I'd do all right if I just stuck to the main trails, just stuff like this. But if I got in a situation where I was not on a trail and kind of had some ruts and stuff, and those were hitting the front wheels, I would run into some issues with just having both rear wheels peel out and dig. So next thing I'm probably going to do to this truck, after I'm actually going to get a stronger battery for this thing so I can start my engine faster for when it's colder. So I need to address that. But next year I'm gonna start collecting stuff for a 4-wheel drive swap for a TTV stuff. The axle, I might just get a limited slip for the front just to keep everything simple and automatic for the most part. gotta get a transfer case. I'm not gonna tell you what transfer case I'm getting because everybody's gonna bitch at me. I think it'll make my swap a little bit easier since I have experience with this transfer case. And then I'm going to get an overdrive unit that's going to go in front of my MP435, and I want to have this guy rebuilt. I was thinking about doing a 5-speed at one point. I decided not to go with that. I found a Ranger overdrive is what it's called. It's an auxiliary transmission that goes in front of the MP435, or even the T18 or T19, for example. I'm going to go that route because then that makes my 4-speed an 8-speed with 2 reverse gears. So that allows me to have a pretty good range of gears to select from for, you know, if I'm hauling firewood, which I had this back of this truck loaded up with a 4BT, a T18, 4 wheels and tires, engine. I mean, I had it to where I was like this close to my rear bump stops. And this thing, I didn't even really know that stuff was back there, even with the ring and pinion I had. So, do I need those extra gears? For the most part, no. For hills, yes. Because then I can split 3rd gear and make it a little bit higher, and then that way I don't have to go to 4th and bog it down. And then it'll give me an overdrive. So, it's a little extra work putting that in, but I think it'll be a lot of fun once it's all said and done, and it'll be really nice. But anyways, that's the plan. We're going to make this thing 4-wheel drive. It's going to be pretty much look like a factory 4-wheel drive setup with a few exceptions. It's kind of what I'm trying to keep this truck looking like for the most part, is just stock, but with a 4-cylinder Cummins. I'm just doing it this way because that's what I feel like doing. And then, yep, this is where the Dodge guy was. So yeah, I'm going the right way. I'm trying to remember as much as possible of what trails I've gone through, and going a little slow and just keeping an eye out on key things. So I'm just trying to remember as much as possible so I don't get lost. I mean, I think I have enough fuel right now that can probably last me, you know, the rest of this week. Last me until I get out of here. Because I've got about 25 gallons, I think. No, I got way more than that. I got about 30 gallons of fuel left. This truck's pretty efficient. That is why I have a Cummins in it. And you hear it's really not that loud. I'm in 2nd gear going almost 15 miles an hour. I've got a 3-inch exhaust, a muffler, and a tip on the end of it. Sound deadening carpet, and I got rubberized undercoating as well. Back from here, this is where I took some video of. I got my seat belt back on because this here will take us to the entrance to Brown's camp, and then it's not closed off to the left, so I'll be able to get out. Heard something scary. Just hear one of my tires going like shit. Yep. I know some of these trails, at least the ones I've been on, just enough to where I can get back. Oh, yeah. Oh, I probably got some water in my belts. They're just like, or belt, I should say. This was fun. I think I'll go home now, edit up this video, and chill the rest of the day. I'm gonna Netflix and chill with myself. Yeah, this is where I turn around at. Hey, there's that Bobcat guy. I wonder what trail he took. So this guy's got to jackknife his rig again. And now back on the beaten path. There was a logging truck up here, but I lost him because the Bobcat guy threw us off because the other guy was turning. And all the other vehicles have pushed the logs out. There's a log guy. I'm really glad I have BF Goodrich tires. Man, I know I would have popped a tire. This is, you know, despite being a two-wheel drive, this is why I bought these tires. It's just because I know that I'll come out here, even on two-wheel drive, and tool around. Just because it's a good break from driving on concrete, you know, or asphalt. And so, yeah, I got the tires just in case. And I'm making it four-wheel drive anyway, so I have the tires. So, yeah, I'm pretty much set. Okay, so just don't want to get into that gravel. Oh, I was going to the right. Yep, here we go. We're at the entrance. Bobcat guy is going to Rogers camp. Shit. So I still got my tire pressure at 35 psi. That's okay. That is alright. I'll pump him back up when I get home. Alright, nobody coming to the left. Now we get to hear all the rocks fly out of my tires. Ping! Well, we made it back home. Nothing's broken. I just need to air my tires back up to 50 psi. Well, we did get her a little dirty. It's the dirtiest it's been in a while. And I'm gonna pump my tires back up. I can tell when they're at 50 psi. When I'm cruising on the highway, I hardly hear my turbo at all. And when I got them down low like this, there's a little bit more rolling resistance, so I could hear it a little bit more. So I'm gonna pump them back up, and yep. And then later tonight, I'm gonna plug it in, and when I get in the morning, it should be nice and roasty, ready to go. Should be able to turn it pretty easy. So probably the next thing I'm gonna get for this is a stronger battery, so we don't run into what we had earlier. So stronger battery, and later I'm gonna have 2 batteries. So that's just for the accessories and stuff I'm gonna get, but I'll be able to jump start myself too. Anyways, we're gonna be goofing around later some more. Probably not with my truck, but with the 4BT Bronco, we might be doing a video on that. We'll see. But anyways, if you'd like to see more, stay tuned and subscribe. That's all I gotta say. That was fun today.
I'm gonna kick on my shoes and run in bare feet where the grass and the dirt and the gravel